What's up, everybody? Welcome to my next video. Another video, of course, I'm always going to be excited for is going to be education in schools. Of course, before I jump into this, please, if you haven't seen my other videos, check them out because everything I say is very concurrent to what my videos and my future videos are and what they're about and why they flow in a certain way. So please check them out if you haven't. Also, like, comment, rate, subscribe, a whole 9 yards. I'm already saying this in the beginning because I want to talk about this video right now. I'm very excited for this video because it's about education. It's about the whole industry and market. It's about school itself and what it stands for and what it means to me and what it means to a lot of people like me. Now, first of all, school really, the two things, it's a fact. The only two things school is good for is networking and the social aspect. Networking, when I say that, I'm not talking about like computer stuff. I'm talking about people building relationships with other people, building relationships with other people, and them taking you to places that you never thought and opening doors that you never thought that could open. The social aspect. The social aspect is very, very important because you have to have a social life in your life because you need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to approach someone that you've never approached someone before. You need to be able to make that first initial step while building a relationship. You also need to have people come to you, vice versa, so on and so forth. Now, just to start off, my brother is a PhD. He has a PhD in sociology. He's 27 years old. He is one of the most intellectual individuals I've ever seen in my entire life. He's gone through some shit in his life. And where he is today, my family and me are so proud of him. So dang proud of him because he comes from, in my opinion, absolute shit. You know, I had a little bit different life. I wasn't always with him, and we never had the best relationship, but now we do. I'm happy that we do. I love him to bits. Now, this is where we draw the line. Me and him always are going to bump heads. He believes school is everything you need in order for you to be successful in life. I absolutely 110% agree with him because they're only good for two things, like I said, social aspect and networking. When you spend money on a degree, which is what you're doing, what I'm doing, you're spending approximately $20,000 to $30,000, okay, in that 4-year time, right? It's just a rough estimate. I know it's somewhere between $20,000 to $30,000, depending on the college you go to, so on and so forth. If you're going to a JC or not, that's a lot of money. You know, think about that. That's $20,000 to $30,000 that you maybe don't have, and you have to take a loan out for. You have to repay. That's silly. Why do you have to pay for knowledge? If you can Google everything, why do you have to pay for everything? And this is going to go in another video. Basically, you have to pay up to live on this earth. It doesn't matter. Money controls it. You have to pay to live on this earth. Whether you disagree with me or not, money controls everything. Absolutely. Even the education market industry. It controls everything. So, in my opinion, if I had the opportunity, I'd rather work, build something for myself, and then by the time some Fruit Loop who graduates UCLA and tries to find some job and he's struggling to even make $30,000, $40,000, I'll already have my own business and it's going, and I'm can live the lifestyle I want. I don't have to work for anybody. And this guy has to struggle. He or she has to struggle, and you know they'll have so much headache. You know, plus the $30,000 to $40,000 that they make, half of it will go back to the loan. Is that a lifestyle you truly, honestly want? Again, this is just my understanding and my ideology of what school is and how I perceive it. Another thing is, school really puts you on a narrow path. Okay, school really makes you feel that it's just this one path you have to follow. You either comply with the teacher, comply with the school, or get the hell out. And why? If creative minds, you know, are challenging the teachers, they should be, you know, intelligent enough if they have masters and PhDs to answer your questions, right? I go to a JC, and my experience and my knowledge and my environment, what I've experienced so far is I've asked my business teacher a lot of important questions and he hasn't been able to answer me. He's even shunned me out in front of the class, and I totally went off on him, and he was such a rude, disrespectful guy. and he thinks he knows everything, and he's just not all there. Now, on the other hand, my brother, who is a professor, RateMyTeacher.com, he has one of the highest ratings for any professor in his category. Like, it's amazing how many how many lives he's actually changed and motivated because they've taken his class. Like, I'm totally impressed with him. But in my opinion, you don't need to go to school in order to be successful, because it's the investment and the time that it takes for you to go to school that you could put forward to something else that you really enjoy. Okay? Personally, I am going to school. The reason why I'm doing it is because my family's forcing me to. I'm just doing it so I can get it out of the way and I don't have to do anything. It's just a paper to your name that apparently never goes away, yet I know I'm never going to be working for someone. I work for my uncle right now, but in the near future, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be doing my own thing, and I don't need a degree to tell me how smart I am or some test score to, signify my intelligence. I know how smart I am. I'll prove it by the, amount of money I'm making, the lifestyle I have and will have, and who I'm surrounded by, and who are my connections to take me where I want to go. Another thing, ask yourself, if you really feel that you are struggling in school and it's a hassle and, you have to pay bills, why are you doing it? Just because so many people are doing something, if 1,000 people are jumping off a cliff, are you going to jump off a cliff too? I'm kind of contradicting myself because I'm going to school. I feel like shit because of it, because I'm wasting so much time. Right now I'm supposed to be doing homework, but yet I'm making this video because I have much more of a passion and drive to mentor someone than to waste my time doing something like that. And I'm going to probably have to do homework after this. Shit. But school is good and it's bad. It's only good for a few reasons and it's bad for a lot of reasons. And also, go to school because you have a passion for education. Don't go to school because you think it will make you money. Nothing is guaranteed in this life. And if you think that just because I get or I'm going to become a software engineer and I get a computer science degree, you're not guaranteed any amount of money. You're not even guaranteed you're going to use that degree. Okay, so don't have that mindset. Have an open mind. Take something fun, to be honest, because there's a lot of people who I work with in my company. They have biology degrees, and they're doing IT. They're doing SQL administration. They're doing, programming. They're doing this. They're doing that. And they're not using their degree. We just recently hired a lawyer who's doing marketing. He hated working for a law firm that made him work 80 plus hours a week. The money was good, but you had no lifestyle and you worked like a dog. You could probably kill yourself. A lot of lawyers become alcoholics because of it. Do you want that lifestyle? Ask yourself that question. Now, what does school really do for people? It gives them a false sense of security, in my opinion, okay? And really, it isn't an opinion, but yet I'm going to say it is an opinion so some people can badger me about it. It does give them a false sense of security. And the reason for that is it's because when you go to school, you think that I have this paper, I'm going to go apply for these jobs, and who knows if I'm really going to get this job. And if I don't get this job, how the hell am I going to pay back my loan? And if I can't pay back my loan, I got to settle for a shittier job until I find the job that I want. And then when I do find the job that I want, I'm going to have to pay interest on that loan, and then the banks are going to come after me. And then you're screwed even longer, and you put yourself in a position where you're not going to be able to grow because you're stuck paying for a loan and you're stuck for paying for bills and you got to survive. And what are you going to do? There's a real question you got to ask yourself at the end of the day. Are you happy doing what you're doing? If you are, by all means, I would love for someone to get their bachelor's, because you know what? That actually shows that they are committed to doing something for 4 years straight just to get to one point in their life. That's amazing, in my opinion. That shows that when they go get and apply for a company will see that, hey, they have a degree and they stood by that school course and they said, hey, I am going to hire him because he's loyal. He put his mindset to something, or he or she put his mindset to something, and they did it. That's honestly an amazing thing to me. And to get a PhD, oh my God, you waste that much time in school, I'm gonna smack this. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay if you get a PhD degree, but again, ask yourself, is it really what you wanted? And I just want to let you know, one thing a person that taught me is that if you start something, finish it. So in school, if you start it, I know, just get through it. We all, I hate saying this, but it's true if you're in this position with school already. If you have already started it, just finish it because it shows that you are obligated to something. But if you honestly, truly can't do it anymore, you're just sick of it, you're sick of it for similar and worse reasons than I am, don't do it. Do something that you love. Because you know what? Again, we're only going to live once. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Imagine you spend a whole weekend studying and the next day you get hit by a damn car. I'm sorry, that sounds depressing, but really? You spent your whole damn weekend studying and you get hit by a car and you pass away. Oh, that's, yeah, I'm remembered for studying. Yeah, that's amazing. So, again, this video is a little longer, but I'm really up in the air with this, not up in the air. I'm really fed up with the way society thinks and values school so much. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. You should be creative. You should be one who stands out from the crowd. You should be the one who's different. And you know what? When you're different and you finally build something for yourself, you're going to feel so accomplished compared to that one kid who followed the crowd and look where they are in life. I'm not saying money is everything, but you're going to have the money and you're going to have the lifestyle and you're going to have the connections. You're going to have the environment. And what do they have? A debt, pain, suffering, pain and suffering that you avoided and they didn't and they have to go through it. It doesn't make you stronger if you know you can avoid something. Yeah, so that's basically opinion slash facts. If you're not if people who are intellectual can differentiate what I opinionatedly responded or spoke about my video, or you can differentiate the facts. Please, again, let me know how I did. Like, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know. If you have any questions, I still have a couple more things I wanted to say, but it's running a little too long. But please let me know if this is something that you're feeling also. I would love to have a discussion with you. It's something that's bugging me and I needed to get off my chest. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. As always, take care. Be safe.